Just over a month ago, SoCal firestorms devastated LA neighborhoods. As victims work to recover, they are encountering legal questions and, unfortunately, also scams.
Yeah, how could those impacted navigate the post-disaster legal process, right? Joining us to weigh in, managing partners of J&Y Law, Javaheri and Yosi Yahoudai. Thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate you being here. We were just talking about some of the services you guys are offering. We'll get into that. But for someone who's watching and they just went through this, and now they're coming out of the emotional side of like, did this happen to us? Now it's the reality of it. In terms of timing with legal claims, is it too late? And for those starting, what is the first process?
Thanks for having us. Yeah, it's not too late. There's definitely plenty of time as of now. And, you know, to get yourself together and look over, for example, your insurance policy, what your coverages are. You can reach out to law firms. A lot of people such as us offering free consultations. So there is time.
Yeah.
How does someone know if they have a legal claim? What would be the situations in which someone may want to have a lawyer?
Yeah, so for example, you have structural damage or any type of damage to your home, and you know, you want to receive compensation. You have a policy, an insurance policy. Make sure it's handy. Look over your coverages. Call your insurance company and file the claim. You know, if you suspect somebody, another party, like a utility company, is at fault for these fires, you should definitely seek legal help right away if you want to pursue them or sue them. And yeah, so
I think something you had mentioned during the break is that a lot of people, you know, say I'm, you know, middle income, I don't have a lot of money. I know I have homeowners insurance, but I've called them and I'm getting the runaround, I'm getting denied. Like, I wouldn't think that I could afford to hire someone like you, but you're saying you're doing these claims for free for people right now.
Yeah, we're doing the home insurance claims for free. You know, we don't feel that it's right to take from people who are in such a vulnerable position right now. There are some third-party potential claims. You know, those we're treating differently. Those will be at a fee that we come to an agreement to. But for home insurance claims, that we're going to handle 100%.
And don't you think like that's necessary? Imagine losing everything.
Right.
So maybe somebody just wants to put this in your lap so that they don't have to handle it emotionally.
Of course. And that's why we do that. You know, this is the money they need to rebuild their lives, rebuild their homes, and we don't feel right taking from that. We just want them to get back on their feet, get their houses rebuilt, and start their lives again.
What type of compensation might wildfire victims be entitled to?
Yeah, that's a great question. They're actually entitled to many forms of compensation. There's property damage, so to repair any damages from the fire, or if their house has been completely lost, to rebuild it. There's personal property for all of the valuable items they lost in their house. There's compensation for injuries, for physical injuries like burns, smoke inhalation, emotional and psychological distress. There's loss of use. That's additional living expenses they've incurred if they've been displaced, so they have to rent another home. There's loss of income. And in the most tragic instances, unfortunately, there's wrongful death claims for families that lost loved ones.
Now, one of the things that I've seen with fire victims, as you're going through the insurance process, you have an adjuster that your insurance assigns to you, and some people are hiring their own adjusters to get the most that they can out of their claims, and the adjusters then take a certain percentage of what insurance pays out. What is the difference between that and what you guys are offering when you say you will handle people's homeowners insurance claims? What does that mean from a lawyer's perspective?
well, yeah, there are public adjusters out there or private who will help you with the claim. Be careful. Some of them are saying that they handle these things and are adjusters, but really aren't and just want money up front and then disappear. Some people just forego that and contact a lawyer and hire a lawyer from the get-go, right away. Like you were saying, hey, I need help. I don't want to deal with this. My world's turned upside down. I trust a lawyer more than, someone who's saying they're an adjuster. So you definitely have options. So, we don't want people to think they're stuck.
You just mentioned scam. Like, there's a lot of scams going on. I've seen some high-profile people who I would think, wow, you fell for something. And nothing against them because they're vulnerable right now. But what are some of the scams you're seeing?
Yeah, so some of the stuff we're seeing are like fake contractors saying they can help repair your home, and then they take the money up front or some type of, some amount and then disappear. There's, this FEMA identity theft going on where people will reach out saying, we're FEMA, we want to help, and they're trying to steal your personal information. It's sad. Unfortunately, whenever there's disaster, there's people out there and scammers trying to take advantage of those most vulnerable. And so a big red flag for us, we always say, is anyone trying to get money from you up front or guaranteeing the outcome or payout before even reviewing your case or reviewing things.
The number one.
Big red flag.
Yeah, that's a big one.
So there's a red flag, and we'll let people know how to contact you because you mentioned what you guys are offering. Thank you both so much for being
Yeah, thanks
here.
for having us.
Really appreciate
Our
it.
pleasure. Thank
Especially as the text messages and Instagram ads are coming across saying, were you a victim of the wildfires?
To your point, people are vulnerable right now.
It's
so
all over the place.
Yeah, it really is.
And so
All
they
right.
can call you with any questions, right?
Anything,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You heard it here.
Here we go.
For more from Yosi and Jason, including free consultations for fire victims, you can head to jnylaw.com.
As their phone continues to ring.
We'll be right back.
Crimsafe Security